Well, let's now go to the West Africa, where leaders of the West African Economic Bloc, ECOWAS, are heading to Nigeria's administrative capital, Abuja, for their annual summit. Among issues to be discussed are events in 2023, including the coup in Niger and attempted power grabs in Sierra Leone and Guinea-Bissau. ECOWAS imposed sanctions and threatened to intervene militarily in Niger. The junta there has been unmoved, exposing the limited leverage of African powers once the military takes over. Well, let's cross over now to CGTN's Ajak Manjuk, joining us in Abuja and keeping an eye on this story. Ajak, what's the latest at this hour on the ECOWAS Summit, and what are the expected outcomes?
Well, Beatrice, the West African leaders are just arriving the venue for the meeting, and we do expect it to kick off at any moment from now. But what we do expect them to discuss at this meeting, first of all, is the recent coup attempt in Sierra Leone, and also the political situation in Niger, because 4 months after the coup, the military junta there has not heeded to the demands of ECOWAS to hand over power to deposed President Mohamed Bazoum. Also up for discussion is the continued detention of Mohamed Bazoum. We also expect them to make a decision in terms of the economic sanctions that have been imposed on Niger, whether to extend it or to ensure that the President Bazoum is being released or he's been reinstated. Also, the transition in Burkina Faso and also Guinea is expected to be up for discussion today. Also, the Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger have formed an alliance since the military took over power in those countries, and so the ECOWAS bloc is expected to discuss the way forward on that. And also, we do understand that upcoming elections in Ghana are also supposed to be up for discussion. And so this meeting is coming at a time where the region has experienced a lot of coups since 2020. And so the discussion for this summit is likely to be topped by the situation in Niger and then Sierra Leone as well.
Well, Ajak, the summit comes at a critical time for the bloc. What are the people on the ground saying about the performance of ECOWAS so far when it comes to dealing with the political and economic issues of the region?
Well, Beatrice, the feeling of the people in the region is that ECOWAS has not done enough in trying to contain the coups that have been happening in the West Africa region. In the last 3 years or so, there have been more than 7 coups and attempted coups in the region. And we've seen countries like Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger trying to form their own alliance, despite the fact that ECOWAS has imposed economic sanctions and has tried to ensure that there's a transition to a democratic government, but that has not seemed to work. And the feeling here is that ECOWAS needs to do more in terms of ensuring that the coups in the region are contained. There's also concern about the economic situation in the region, that the promises that the bloc has made in terms of ensuring ease of business between the countries in the region has not been implemented. And the fact that the single currency that was supposed to have been launched a few years ago, the deadline has been extended onto 2027. And so these are some of the concerns, and there are calls for the ECOWAS bloc to be firm in its stance in terms of ensuring that the military does not take over power in countries in the region, and there should be economic cooperation, more economic cooperation between the countries in the region.